going on, everybody? This is Price. Welcome to the Picks Nation, or We Want Picks DraftKings edition of UFC 317 coming up this week. Super excited for International Fight Week. It's a great card top to bottom. I'm super excited because I have, unfortunately, after hating him for a while, turned into an Topuria fan. So most people hate him because he's a cocky SOB, but the dude's fun to watch, and we get to see him fight for the lightweight belt on Saturday night. So should be a good card overall, up and down. I think we saw Cedric Dumas couldn't get his ankle monitoring bracelet off in time, so he got replaced. But hopefully everybody makes weight, and we have a good fun card from top to bottom. So I'm going to get into it. Before I do, head over to WeWantPicks.com. Sign up to become a premium member. It is $10 a month. So $10 a month, you get access to the best DraftKings ownership in the business. You get the AI simulator, you get an optimizer to help bid your lineups, and you also get bets from 4 different points of view who, out of most of them, out of the 4, there's going to be overlaying plays. And the majority of the time, they're going to win you some money. It's $10 a month. $10. Every other competitor in this space is charging 4, 5, 6 times that, not giving you any of these tools included. You have to pay extra for them. So, WeWantPicks.com, become a premium member. Alright, so my favorite play this week in the 9K range was tough to narrow down because you got 3 people who I really like in Smith, Topuria, and Pantoja. You obviously can't play all 3. So my favorite is going to be Alexandre Pantoja. He's 9,000. He's fighting Kai France for the flyweight championship as the co-main event, so you get 5 rounds of him. He's cleaned out this division for the last few years. Nobody can touch him. He's beaten Moreno, Royval, Urseg. They brought in Kai Sakura, and now it's Kai France. So they fought once. I believe it was on the Ultimate Fighter, back when they brought in a whole bunch of flyweight champs from all around the world, had them compete. Pantoja won the decision, but that's not going to have too much bearing on this because Pantoja's just a fucking dog. He relentlessly pressures with his striking, kicks, sets up his wrestling, gets you down on the ground. He has good jiu-jitsu. He looks for submissions, and he just doesn't stop. He doesn't tire out. He doesn't gas, and he just wears person down. He's like similar to Merab. Obviously, Merab's completely different with the gas tank, but Pantoja is just awesome to watch. He's going to push, and I think at the end of the day, come the end of the co-main event, we're going to hear and still, and they're going to put the belt back on Pantoja for the win. And if we get 5 rounds of him wrestling, that's going to be amazing for DraftKings points. So Alexandre Pantoja is my favorite play in the 9K range this week. Alright, moving to the 8K range. It was kind of tough to find somebody this week because there's a few like mediocre options, but at the end of the day, my pick is going to be old T-Rex Terrence McKinney. So he's very hit or miss. I mean, he either comes out and dominates and gets an awesome first round finish, or he gets the shit beat out of him and gets knocked out or put to sleep. But regardless, he's either going to score a whole bunch of points or not very many. The good thing about this one is he's fighting Borshev. I'm not going to try and say his first name because I will butcher the shit out of it. And he only has a 43% takedown defense, and McKinney is pretty good at getting people down to the ground and finding a finish. So he averages over a takedown per round. So I think we're going to see him be the taller. He has better reach. I think it's 3-inch advantage in reach on him. 4-inch advantage in reach. He has the ability to take him down. Borshev's really just a striker. So Terrence McKinney as the 8K play this week. You either get 110 points or 0.4. But boom or bust, let's go with old T-Rex Terrence McKinney. Alright, so my under 8K play of the week. I decided not to take the cop out because typically this is where you can, like Charles Oliveira is 6,700. Kai France is cheap. So you have some guys who are fairly reasonably, like, they're pretty cheap, so you can fit in some of the higher price guys like Jacobe Smith if you want to, throw in a Charles, but I don't really want to do that, so my pick is going to be Jack Hermanson. Now, he's okay. He's not great, but when you look at him side by side with Gregory, they're both pretty evenly matched. They're within like 0.3 of significant strikes per minute. They're within 0.3 of takedowns per round or per fight. Jack's going to have a 2-inch reach advantage. And the nice thing about Jack being the underdog is we have literally seen RoboCop just gas and quit multiple times. It makes no sense that he like lasted 1 round against Cannonier and then just died. So I get it. I mean, Gregory's scary. He's got great clinch work. He can knock anybody out. I mean, he's an elite BJJ guy who hasn't even really showcased it in the UFC. But I'm gonna go with Hermanson. Should be able to keep him at least out of the clinch, so he doesn't die with the knees and elbows. And literally, all I have to do is survive 6-7 minutes against Gregory, and then he's gonna gas. And once you gas, your defense isn't there, he'll be able to either piece him up on the feet, get him down the ground, or he'll just quit. So Jack Hermanson is my under 8K play of the week. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back at it again next week. And Saturday night, let's go ahead and hope we get a little Ilya and New. Y'all have a good one.